What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be going over my 3 best NBA picks as well as some leans in today's slate. We are just on a generational run, sweeping our free picks once again. So before we get into the plays, let's pick our YouTube random comment winner. So pick a random YouTube comment. Congratulations to Shelton. Appreciate the compliment. You just won 2 weeks of free VIP and 25 bucks. So make sure to message me in the Discord or email me at bankrollbrianbets@gmail.com and I will get you hooked up. So let's just jump into the recap real quick. So jumping into the recap, you guys can see in my last free pick video, I gave you guys Colin Kneppel over 18.5 points, Jordan Clarkson, and DeMar DeRozan over 19.5 points plus rebounds. You guys can see absolutely sweat free. Both of these picks cash in the third quarter, and DeMar DeRozan literally cashes in the first half. I got a bunch of comments about DeMar DeRozan. Guys, you guys need to take your emotions out of betting, and don't bet based on your emotions, bet based on data. You guys can see DeMar DeRozan absolutely sweat free. Also, I did see some con unders too, but yeah, con against this Knicks team that have been just terrible recently against catch and shoot. Sweat free drops 26 points. And yeah, in the VIP side, you guys can see we cashed this 2-man Jalen Brunson over his points in this NHL play. We cashed another 3-man here, this MLB play, for a 6x multiplier. This play is a guaranteed cash by tonight or in the morning. And there was a rain delay, so they stopped the game. But as soon as this resumes, this will cash, and we cash another 6x multiplier. Yeah, you guys can see, also cash Yoshi K's. He lands at 6. We cash another 6x multiplier. Like, guys, we went up 11 plus units today. For reference, my $50 bettors made $550 of profit. And you guys can see, I forgot to update my picket, but if you guys joined in the beginning of March, my $50 bettors are up, what? 50 times 50, you do the math. $2,500 plus. So, guys, I'm fully tracked on Pickett, not cap. You guys can see my track record. If you guys go to the Discord here, you guys can see this is where we post our plays. Me and my team of analysts. You guys can see all the wins just flowing from our VIP members. So, you guys can see here. You guys can see our members are absolutely cashing out from our plays. So, if you guys are interested in the group, I have just restocked free trials. So you guys can join right now completely for free. Link will be in the pinned comment in the description. Make sure to take advantage if you guys are interested before it sells out, because it always sells out quick. But let's just jump into today's free picks. So we're looking to sweep once again, guys, and I think we can do it. Hopefully we can go on the greatest run ever. But my first pick is going to be Ace Bailey over 19.5 points. So jumping into Props Madness, guys, the best research tool on the market for researching your NBA player props. If you guys are interested in this tool, you guys can use code BankO'Brien for 25% off. Link will also be in the pinned comment and the description. But jumping into my first pick, Ace Bailey, I'm taking my man over 19.5 points. So jumping into the analysis here, so you guys can see in his last 20, he's only over in 8 out of his last 20 games with a 40% hit rate. But keep in mind, guys, look at all the injuries on this Utah Jazz team. You guys can see all the injuries, guys. So many players are out for this team. This is why, if you guys take a look at his usage rate in his last couple of games, 36% usage, 33% usage, 29% usage, 27% usage. His usage rate is just through the roof. And you guys can see in this Wizards game, he got the volume. He took 19 shots, but he just shot very inefficient. I think he gets another great matchup here to bounce back against this Nuggets team that allowed the 5th most points to his position. If you guys look at his main dominant player type, spot up shooting, the Nuggets are the 4th worst team at defending spot up. If you guys also look at similar players, you guys can see 4 straight similar players to Ace Bailey have gone over their lines, and they have absolutely crushed their lines. So I like this spot for Ace Bailey. He's going to get the usage. He's going to get the volume. Hopefully we get some positive regression in this great matchup. Also, take a look, guys. Look at the point total. This game, the books are projecting this game to be a very, very high scoring game. 248 points. I think Ace Bailey is going to get some of those. Hopefully Ace Bailey contributes to that high point total and cashes for us. Even though this game should probably be a blowout, Ace Bailey's still going to get great minutes. And against this, like I mentioned, against this Denver matchup, like like I mentioned, 5th most points to his position, top 10 worst defense in the league. I'm banking on my Ace Bailey to continue our streak and cash us out. So that's gonna be my first pick, Ace Bailey over 19.5 points. My second pick is gonna be Kawhi Leonard. I'm taking the robot over 34.5 points plus rebounds. So you guys can see there's actually a 33.5 still available too. Hard Rock has some really soft lines, but yeah, we're taking him at 34.5. So if you guys take a look here, Kawhi Leonard, he's over in 11 out of his last 20 games, averaging 36.2 points plus rebounds with a 55% hit rate. Now he faces a Pacers matchup. I love betting, honestly. I think I have cashed the most player props against in Pacers games. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard gets an extremely soft matchup, allows the second most points in the pick and roll, 13th most points to transition, 3rd most points to free throws, 2nd most points to isolation. Just a very great matchup for all his play types, which is how he scores majority of his points. Take a look at his shooting zones as well. Look at all that green around this area. They do guard above the break threes pretty well, but they are the 2nd worst team at less than 10 feet, 8th worst team at defending pull-ups. 9 of the last 15 summer players have gone over the lines, averaging 5% more points plus rebounds. I really like this matchup for Kawhi Leonard to go over. And head-to-head, he already dropped 37 PR against his team. He only played 23 minutes, by the way, and crushed this line still. So I like Kawhi Leonard here. That's going to be the second pick, taking Kawhi Leonard over 34.5 points plus rebounds. My final pick is going to be Jaylen Williams over 14.5 points. Jaylen Williams, we're taking him over 14.5. So you guys can take a look. He's facing this Bulls team. He's coming off a minutes restriction. So you guys can take a look at his minutes. 20 minutes here, 24 minutes here, slowly getting ramped up. I could see him playing, 26 to 27 minutes in this game, but obviously this game should be a massive blowout, so I think he's still going to play that 24-minute range. But if you guys look at the minutes, when Jaylen Williams plays around 22 to 26, or let's do 22 to 28, so, or 20, how about, yeah, let's do 20 to 28 minutes. He's over in 7 out of his last 10 games, averaging 17.2 points. And I think this is a great bounce back spot for Jaylen Williams against his Bulls defense at home. Also, look at the point total, guys. I really love you guys gotta target high point total games, but you guys can take a look. This Bulls defense allows the 3rd most points to the restricted area, which is how he scores 46% of his points. They're also the 5th worst defense at defending shots at less than 10 feet, which is how Jaylen Williams scores 61% of his points. They also play at a top 3 pace, which is allow more possessions, more scoring opportunities. And yeah, 7th most paint points allowed, 7th worst defensive rating. Just a very soft matchup here for Jaylen Williams. And I think he can definitely get 15 points against this Bulls team. And then you guys can also see head-to-head, he has a great history against his team. Even though he hasn't faced them this season, like he has gone over in 3 straight head-to-head matchup against the Bulls. Like in his last matchup, he literally only played 25 minutes. And, with SGA in the lineup too, like most of the players were healthy. He dropped 23 points in only 25 minutes. So, yeah. I'm rocking with my boy Jaylen Williams here, taking his points over 14.5. So that's going to be the 3rd pick. So we're looking to sweep once again. Hopefully, we can continue the generational run. If you guys don't have chalkboard, you guys can tell this play on chalkboard. Use code bankroll to sign up, and you guys can tell this play directly. Feel free. You guys can tell this play, mix and match, take the ones you guys like, fade the ones you guys don't like. But that's gonna be today's free play. So before we get to the lean section, if you guys use my code for chalkboard, like I mentioned, or any of my affiliate apps such as Dabble, Parlay Play, Sleeper, you guys can claim a free month of VIP. Normally VIP is $35 a month, but you guys can join right now completely for free, no risk, no commitment. If you guys don't like it, you guys can just cancel. All you gotta do is just text me a screenshot of my code when you deposit with my code to this number, and I'll hook you up immediately with 30 days of free VIP. You guys can also claim 5 days of free VIP if you guys use code bankroll on Pickit. Just text me a screenshot as well to this number, and I'll hook you up as well. You guys can see Pickit. I really recommend downloading Pickit because it tracks all your bets. It holds you accountable. If you want to be a sports bettor, take this seriously. I really recommend getting this app. But let's just jump into the free picks. Sorry, the lean section. I'm pretty tired, guys. But yeah, jumping to lean section. So a pick I'm also really liking a lot is gonna be Porzingis. Porzingis over 17.5. Oh, guys, you guys can see literally they just moved the line. There was a bunch of 17.5 available. They literally just bumped right now, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm liking Porzingis over 17.5 points against this Wizards team. I think this pick is very self-explanatory. Very self-explanatory. Yeah, the Wizards, worst. Guys, they allowed the most points to centers. They're the worst defensive rating in the league, in the NBA. Less than 10 feet, allow the most points. Catch and shoot, allow the 4th most points. Post up, spot up, free throws, transition. Yeah. Dream matchup for Porzingis. He's gone over in both matchups this season, dropping 22 and 30 points. So yeah, Porzingis looks very good. Other picks I was looking at, Josh Giddey RA. I was intrigued by this pick because if you guys take a look, we're getting a discount on this line because this game should be a massive blowout, and it should be. So Josh Giddey's probably going to get less minutes. He's projected to play 26 to 36. Maybe he only plays around, 20, 28. But you guys can see, excluding this game against this Raptors defense, he's gone over in what? He's literally gone over in 10 straight games, actually. Yeah, he's literally gone over in 10 straight games, excluding this Raptors game. And now he faces OKC. OKC, it's not the best matchup, but it's also not the worst matchup. They do allow a ton of rebounds. They allow the 7th most rebounds overall. Defense versus position, they are the 8th worst best defense against his position, but yeah, they play at a decent pace. I honestly think Josh Giddey could clear this line for sure. And yeah, head to head, he did play 33 minutes in this game. Gone over with 18 RA. Also, yeah, Josh Giddey, this is his old team if you think about narratives, but yeah, Josh Giddey looks pretty solid. Other picks I was looking at, let me see. Hawks, I was looking at Nickeil Alexander-Walker as well. You guys can take a look. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the hit rate is absolutely beautiful. Like, he's over in 15 out of his last 20 games, averaging 24.7 points plus assists. He now faces the Celtics. However, the Celtics, they do guard his position pretty well. They also play at the slowest pace in the league, which is going to reduce possessions. That's why the point total is only 220. But if you guys look at his projected minutes, first of all, this game should not be a blowout. The spread is only 4.5 points. So if this game is not a blowout and Nickeil Alexander-Walker sees full minutes, so with 30 plus minutes, He's now over in 17 out of his last 20 games, averaging 25 points plus assists. If you guys take a look at how he scores his points, this is a pretty like mid matchup. Like they do guard transition, spot up free throws pretty well, but they are very weak at above the break threes, that's how Alexander Walker scores 37% of his points. So yeah, I mean, you guys can see the beautiful hit rate, guys. 30 plus minutes, 85% hit rate. Let me see, like, guys, if this, you should play 33 plus if it's competitive. Yeah, the hit rate doesn't really change, but yeah, you guys can see 30 plus minutes. Hit rate looks absolutely beautiful, so yeah. Any other picks I was looking at? Probably not. I don't have any in mind. But yeah, I think that's it for today's free pick video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.